Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about living in Overland Park, Kansas. Everything you need to know. We're going to be going over food, like where to find food, shopping centers, school district ratings, what the housing market looks like, points of interest, and then we're going to do a brief history off of the Wikipedia page, which I know is everybody's most reliable source. I'm Caleb Lewis, your local realtor. Whether you're thinking of moving, here or moving out of here, whatever the case might be. Anyways, I want to be a resource for you. My number is on the screen. You can just call or text me, and I would love to assist you. Let's jump right in. So first up, we are going to be jumping into where to eat, where to locate the places to eat in Overland Park. So as you can see, this main road right here is Metcalf. Almost all your restaurants are going to be down this particular road, Metcalf. And you can see on this cross section, 119th Street, there's also a lot of restaurants. And then, kind of around the 83rd, 75th area, as you can see right here, there's a lot of restaurants right here. And in this business district, over here is Lenexa, so that's not really a part of Overland Park. But let's just jump into some of the best places per TripAdvisor. So we have Minsky's Pizza, which I mentioned in my pizza video. Spin Neapolitan Pizza, I also mentioned that. They got Cheesecake Factory, Burnt In Barbecue. Okay, and then we have Nick and Jake's. They have a really good smoky chicken pasta that is just incredible. They have a lot of other places. They've got Burger and Barrel, Jack Stacks, which I mentioned in my barbecue video, Q39, the Wooden Spoon. Pie 5 is another different option for pizza, as well as Sarpino's. I would eat at Sarpino's over Pie 5, but that's just my opinion. Let's check out some of the other options. They've got J. Gilbert's, which is too expensive for me personally, but a lot of people really like it. Zenzetti's is like an Italian type buffet type place. It's pretty expensive to get in. My parents really like going there, especially for like anniversaries and stuff like that. First Watch is the breakfast / brunch place that I would recommend. They have a lot of great like French toast and pancakes and waffles. My friend's parents go there all the time. Let's check out some of this. Etc. is another place like First Watch that is really good. So that pretty much wraps up the food portion. There's pretty much anything that you could think of. Also over on 119th, there's the Bass Pro Shops and a Target and a bunch of other stuff like that shopping area. So there's a Roadhouse over there, and there's just a Black Bear Diner, and there's a few other like chains over there, and then there's probably like 30, 40 more options surrounding that. So you have a lot of really great options for eating out in Overland Park. Okay, so next up we have shopping centers. We have Oak Park Mall, which is what I was just referencing here off of 95th Street. This would be the main place to go shopping. They have the JCPenney's, Nordstrom. There's a Nordstrom rack kind of like outside of the mall. There's a Home Goods, TJ Maxx, pretty much anything you could think of. There's a Lego store inside, which I know a lot of kids really like. Here's the TJ Maxx and Home Goods I was talking about. There's a Ross Dress for Less across the street. There's a Best Buy, a Sam's Club, and then there's Applebee's, and there's actually a Raising Cane's right here as well. Raising Cane's is really good food. They have a Nordstrom rack, which is like the outlet store version of Nordstrom rack, and then they have a lot of great shops inside of the mall. This is one of the best places that I would recommend to shop in Overland Park. If you don't want to shop there, probably the other place you would go is off of 119th Street. Let me find it here. Here we go. So they've got a Main Event. Here's all the places that I was talking about eating at earlier. And then there's like Dick's Sporting Goods. There's a Target, Half Price Books, Whole Foods Market, Five Below, and then a Marshall's and a Home Goods, which are really good places to shop for like home stuff. So I believe those are the best places to find, like if you're going to go shopping in Overland Park. I would say that those two areas, one off 119th and the other Oak Park Mall, would be your two best bets for finding what you're looking for shopping-wise. Okay, so now we're going to jump into the school district for Overland Park, which is Blue Valley Unified School District. And again, this is Niche's opinion, not mine in particular. However, overall niche grade is A+, academics, teachers, clubs, and activities. B- for diversity. It's not a super diverse school. College prep A+, and there's an A for health and safety. So the only thing that you would want to watch out for is the diversity. Obviously, it could be more diverse. And then so that's basically it's basically one of the best districts with the best teachers in Kansas. Number one, best school districts in Kansas. Number one as well. So it's just a great place for your kids to go to school, and a very good environment for them. Okay, so next up we have places to live in Overland Park. Obviously, you know, I was going to talk about this because I am a real estate agent. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, $2,150 a month. This is on the rental side. A little bit more for about 1,000 square foot, 2,600. There's apartments for 845 to 1,200 if you're looking in that 1 to 3 bedroom range. Same thing over here. So generally, if you're going to get like a more expensive house, like 4-bedroom, 3-bath, like 2 to 3,000 square foot, you're generally going to be paying about 2 to 3,000 per month. And then if you get into, you know, like the apartment living and stuff, then you're going to be paying generally about 800 to 1,300, with some on the higher end. Obviously this goes up to 2,400, and this one goes up to 1,500, 2,000 over here. But generally you're going to be between 800 and 1,400, 1,800, 800 and 1,300, somewhere in that range for most of the apartment style places you would be looking at. And then you'd be looking at, you know, anywhere from probably 1,500 up to 3,000 for a larger single family residence that was standalone by itself, like a house. Next up, we're jumping into the house. I put 3-bedroom, 2+ bath over here. As you can see, we have a lot in the 250 to 300 range. Here's one at 200. That looks like a duplex. Over here, this one's a lot more expensive as it's new, and it's almost 4,000 square feet. Let's take a scroll through here. These are all in the 300 to 500 range. A lot of them being at 300 if they're kind of that ranch style single family home. And then the bigger they get with the more square footage, obviously the more stories as well. Some of these have basements on them. They're going to get a lot more expensive, especially if they have like a 3-car garage like this one and a deck. Same thing with this one. It's over 4,000 square feet, 3-car garage. But you can see this one only has 2-car garage, and the price is down significantly. For just, you know, 1,000 square foot less, it's down $250,000. But there's a lot of options for 300, and then if you're looking on the higher end, you're looking at like 600-700K. For a newer like 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 4-bath, something like that would be like 700,000 to 800,000. So that wraps up the housing portion. Okay, so we're going to jump into 3 points of interest that I believe that you should check out if it was me. Obviously, the first 2 are more for everybody, and then a lot of people like playing golf. I personally don't, but a lot of my friends have enjoyed St. Andrews. So first up, we've got Overland Park Arboretum and Botanical Gardens. It's really beautiful in here. You do have to pay to get in generally, unless it's a free day. Here's the Christmas lights. But it's just a great environment, and there's a lot of plants, a lot of things to see, and it's just like a lot of I say it a lot, like it's a lot of chlorophyll coming in, or kind of like if the outside is your drug kind of thing. There's a lot of outside here to be around nature, to explore nature, and kind of to recharge from, at least that's what I consider. I consider recharging in nature and kind of getting that sunshine back. So this is one place I would definitely check out, the OP Arboretum and Botanical Gardens. Next up is Deanna Rose Children's Farmstead. It won't be open until April 1st. That's when their season opens. However, as you can see in the picture, it's a farmstead for children. Even as an adult, it's very interesting. You can go in this, and then, you know, they've got like animals in the barns. You can pet the goats. There's a lot of different things that the kids can do. And obviously, here's the old schoolhouse. And there's just like a lot of animals. There's a place for the kids to go fishing. Here's the whole map. So there's general store, birthday party entrance. They've got animals out in the yard everywhere, like all over the place. Here's the fishing shack where you can pay to get your kids a fishing pole, and then they can kind of fish off the edge right here. And it's just really fun. Even if you're an adult, it's really fun to fish off that. If I'm being honest, I think the last time I went, I was maybe 14 or so, 14, 15, and I still went fishing off the thing, you know, with some younger people, and it was still very fun. So this is another place I would recommend, is Deanna Rose Children's Farmstead when it opens up on April the 1st, as they do have a season. The last place I would recommend is St. Andrews Golf Club. They have 283 reviews, almost all of them positive. There's wildlife. There's a lot of wildlife out here. This is a turkey. There's its beard, if you don't know about turkeys. And then here are white-tailed deer. These are all does from what I can tell. Um, there's a big bird. But it's just there's another one. Tom turkey. And then there's the driving range. More deer. So there's a lot of wildlife, but this is a great place to go golfing, and it has a lot of great reviews in Overland Park. So that wraps up my 3 points of interest. Okay, so before we jump into the Wikipedia, I actually thought of a few more places that you should check out. They have 2 community centers. They have a Nerman. It's like an art center that you should check out. They also have a Topgolf. If you've never been to Topgolf and you're an adult, that would be a great place to like take your friends. It's essentially a driving range. But it's more of like a video game. I'm not sure. Here, I'll show you real fast. Top Golf. It's more of like a game. So it's golf, but it's also, they have food there. Okay, so you can see in the background there, it's like they kind of gamified it. So you're standing on like the 3rd balcony or the 2nd level, or even on the floor if you're scared of heights. And you kind of use driving range to ping it out and try to hit these different barriers. And they have all kinds of games set up on there. There's like screens on both sides of this. And it's very fun. There's a lot of, especially on Friday night, Saturday night, there's a lot of people out there playing games and enjoying themselves. So I thought I would have to mention those as well. Okay, let's jump into the Overland Park Wikipedia. I know that's your most valuable source of information because it's always right. That's a joke. But it is the 2nd most populous city in the Kansas City metropolitan area. As the 2020 census, the population of the city was 197,000, which is quite a lot of people, right? You can see it's right in the middle under Shawnee, Merriam, to the right of Olathe, and it's kind of like right on the edge, although there is, a few cities like Mission and such that are to the right of it. There's some climate data. So look at the top employers. We got T-Mobile at 6,300, Shawnee Mission School District, Blue Valley School District, Black and Veatch. They're the largest engineering firm in the KC metro area, and a lot of like corporate events and like Corporate Challenge, for example, in the Kansas City metro are sponsored by Black and Veatch because of how big they are and how successful they are. Then we've got Johnson County Community College, OptumRx, Waddell and Reed Financial, Overland Park Regional Medical Center, the city of Overland Park itself, and then Empower Retirement coming in at 10. Let's look at this. So there's a lot of K-12 schools here. The main one that's in Overland Park is Blue Valley, USD 229. Here's the colleges and universities. It is in the Johnson County Library System, 3 of which are in Overland Park, Blue Valley, Central Resource, and Oak Park. I would probably go to the Central Resource if I was you, just because I believe it is the best library of those 3. There's I-435 that goes through it, US Route 50, I-35, which is one of the largest interstates going through Kansas City, and here's some of the points of interest that I was talking about. Obviously, Oak Park Mall being one of them. And that is basically it for Overland Park. Okay, so that wraps up our video about Overland Park, Kansas. I hope you found everything you need to know. If you didn't, just drop a comment or text me if you have a specific question. My number's on the screen right now. I would love to assist you. Just closing out, I'm Caleb Lewis, your local Kansas City realtor. If there's anything that I could do to be a resource to you or to help you, just shoot me a text. I would love to assist. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.